We're halfway through the summer, and there's a good chance the public pool you're visiting hasn't been inspected. CBS 2's Dorothy Tucker reports on what you need to know to stay safe before you take the dive.
The community pool, a summer pleasure.
I like coming here a lot, so, we're going to be here, we're going to go swimming right now.
But this break from the heat could also put your family at risk, according to Michelle Lafsa from the Center for Disease Control.
If the chlorine levels are low, germs could potentially spread between the swimmers who are sharing the water.
Health inspectors are ultimately responsible for ensuring that chlorine levels are correct, as well as pH levels, which determine how well the chlorine is working.
The problem if the pH levels are too high.
If the pH is too high, the disinfectant, like the chlorine, is not going to be very good at killing germs.
We reviewed 3 years of inspection reports from the Chicago Health Department and found that half of the city's public park district pools have not been inspected yet this year. Since 2014, 22 inspections discovered pH levels were too high, 6 found chlorine levels too low, and 1 case low enough to order the pool immediately closed.
If they have guidelines, they should probably stick with the guidelines.
Dressed for a day at the pool, we visited several, where we used these test strips that we bought from a local store and checked out the pH and chlorine levels of the pool water.
We found chlorine and pH tested fine at Armour Square in Pulaski.
Test results for Reese Park, pH level high.
pH levels were also high at Cornell, Oakdale, and Smith, and chlorine levels tested low at Washington and at the kiddie pool at Portage Park, and that's a problem.
Children are bringing a lot more into the water, a lot more poop and sweat than the rest of us are bringing into the water, which also uses up the chlorine.
William Molina often takes his grandson to the Portage pool.
It's pretty alarming when you hear stuff like that.
Lafsa suggests parents use these strips to test pools before letting their children take a dip, report any questionable levels, and
until the problem is fixed, we recommend not entering the water.
Dorothy Tucker, CBS 2 News.
The Chicago Department of Health says the city works diligently to make sure pools are clean, and all pools will have their annual inspections by Labor Day. There are also daily cleanings and checks of pumps and filters, and at least twice daily checks of chlorine levels. While the test strips we used are not approved by the state, the department would follow up if someone uses them and files a complaint.